Good morning and welcome back to the KW Granite Club. This is live streaming coverage of the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. We are into the women's semifinals here. We've got a matchup here, a rematch of an earlier broadcast we did this weekend. Jennifer Jones taking on Susan Froud. Top four teams into an A-side semifinal. Froud and Jones here. We have Holly Duncan, Justin Murphy playing in the other women's semifinal. Two other B semifinals on the ice, and of course a men's B semi also in action here this morning. Team Jones with the hammer here in the first end. The result of their 4-1 record in the round robin, their only loss coming to Team Froud on Friday evening. For Team Froud, they're 3-2 on the weekend. Started out 0-2. Coming into that game against Jones, needing a win to stay alive, and they picked up the big 7-4 win. Then won their next two games and tossed a good shootout in after last night's game to squeeze into the playoffs.
We're gonna be over there most of the time. Just start playing up. Tell the guys from playing up. Remind me all game. Remind me.
Susan Froud supported by Karen Rousel at lead. Kaylin Gregory at second. Maddie Warner is in as spare this weekend. And Susan Froud is the skip, throwing last stones as well. Froud went 15-22 on the season last year. Certainly not the type of result you'd expect out of Susan. Typically one of the stronger skips. She doesn't play as much as some other teams, so you don't see them high up on the ranking list. Last season they won the Curl-On Women's Cashspiel, booking their spot into the provincial championships with that spot. The semifinals finish at the Stroud-Sleeman Cashspiel, and reaching the playoffs at the opening season Cameron's Brewing Oakville Fall Classic last season as well. Played 6 total events on the season. For Team Jones, it's Lisa Weigel at lead, Jocelyn Peterman at second, Caitlin Laws throwing the third stones, Jennifer Jones at skip. They were 51 wins, 29 losses on the season last year. Winning the AMJ Campbell Shorty Jenkins Classic, reaching the final at the Boost National Grand Slam, as well as 2 more semifinal finishes, bronze medal at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts and at the Colonial Square Ladies Classic in Saskatoon. Teams did have a few practice rocks at the beginning, but not much feel for the ice this morning. So this first end is going to be a little bit of a feeling out process for both of these teams here. Nothing in play right now. Froud with the guard go up. Jones is going to turn around and use this guard here. Well, I think this is something Susan likely expected, and she wasn't afraid to get into it a little bit here with 4 stones to go. Jones, first of her 2 skip stones, is going to try and use this corner. And then for Froud, she's hoping that Jones maybe goes a little bit deep into the top 4 depth, even to the tee line. Maybe Susan can freeze on it and try and get the force here. So Jones with the draw around, but it is a little bit high. So Froud is going to go around that stone.
I'll stop my back. So I'll really I'm shooting on this side, there. I know, I was watching.
Last stone here, the first end. Jones with the draw for 2 here after Froud slides deep. Early start here for the Winnipeg foursome here playing at the KW Granite Club. Just the start team Jones was looking for. We are streaming live from the KW Granite Club. This is the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
When I sweep with the Gold Line Fiber Light, I feel like I'm sweeping on TV.
That's life.
More surface area, better results.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
You need to sweep for weight?
You need to sweep with this.
Now, every time I curl, people ask me, what are you sweeping with?
What are you sweeping with?
What are you sweeping with?
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Firehouse Subs believes that people come back when they are both treated well and fed well. Turns out, people love the same things we do. With the best meats, cheeses, and toppings we can find, we are no ordinary sub shop. At Firehouse Subs, we steam our meats and cheeses, releasing a rush of flavors, then load up a serving that is way over-code on a toasted roll. It is a winning combination that satisfies ravenous appetites and the value-conscious alike. There are now 40 Firehouse Subs locations in Ontario. Visit firehousesubs.ca to find the ones nearest you. Special thank you to Patrick Morris of Firehouse Subs for his support of the Stu Sells series. So here we go, second end. Jones going in. Froud throwing the corner guard to open. It is a little bit wide out there, though. So looks like Froud's going to make a play in the middle. Karen Rousseau with lead stones for Team Froud. Red Jones rocks over on the side are now helpful for the Froud team. That high red in the top of the 12-foot circle there is a rock Froud can use to draw around here, and that's what they're going to do. Rob Adams, the ice maker here at the KW Granite Club, has put together an amazing surface. This is the second weekend that the club has been open. And, last weekend, the Cameron's Brewing Mixed Doubles debuted the surface here with practice ice ready on Thursday and games starting on Friday. We're still real fresh into the season. Just a tiny bit heavy there. Doesn't quite get the curl that they're looking for. Jones will have a play on this yellow stone in the back. Jocelyn Peterman with the throw here. Lisa Weigel on the sweep. After the miss, Froud's going to hit this top stone, try and roll the shooter all the way over. Instead, ended up hitting nose, clicking off their one in the back and bumping out the Jones rock. Well, it does appear good to remove both Jones stones. That red stone in the back was kind of acting as a bit of a protector for that yellow stone. So Jones going to ask third Caitlin Laws here to, sorry, I believe that's actually still Jocelyn throwing here. Not 100% sure, the ponytail and the mask. But removes the top stone. The attempted double there, top and bottom stone. So now Froud can freely draw to the open side and try and keep the ring split here and bring back their two.
If he hits and rolls, we'll still be sitting. That means just bring their back one buried? How does he get buried? How does he get to the back one? That's how it's done. He turns it up? Like this? Oh, you want to do like this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Such a short run. This is a brand new bag. Probably the same as your yeah.
He had 90s, I think. 95.
I think you can get away with the 4. It's a little bit. Even if it's. Yeah.
Froud with the ring split. Jones is going to hit the open stone here. Wants to try and roll back to the middle as much as possible. Maybe set up a double on her next one. Just hits too thin. Rolls the shooter out. Susan Froud trying to draw this stone back into the rinks here, and looks like they're going to come up short here. Missed opportunity here in the second end for Team Froud. Jones now going to hit the single open stone still in the rings. And then Susan Froud will make a play to blank the end, though 2 points sure would have been nice to get started here in the second end. The hit, the rollout for Jones staying not critical there, but it would have been nice to force Froud into having to play a hit. Now Susan is able to get another crack at this draw weight. Came up a little short on her first one. So this is when, as a skip, you find that adjustment. Sorry, she's throwing this one through, actually. She will get the opportunity to find a line here, but wants to slide this through, keep the hammer into the third end. We'll head now to the third end. Team Jones leads Team Froud 2-0 here at the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. We're streaming live from the KW Granite Club in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells brand new listing, and we are in Liberty Village. So if you're a young executive and you want to have a great time and be close to your office, then you got to come here to Liberty Village. There's so much going on here. It's got great restaurants, great shops, bars, So much to do. You're close to the lake if you want to go down on the bike path and bike wherever you want. There's parks nearby, and it's a fun little area here in Liberty Village. It's really chic and it's hip, and this unit is spectacular. It is a 1-bedroom, perfect for a single person. It's got a large balcony. It goes the full length of the unit, and you can see the lake, and you can watch out at the whole Liberty Village because you're on the 16th floor. We have pool, gym, party rooms. This is like Club Med down here. So look, go to stusells.ca, look at all the pictures and videos, and then give me Stu a call, and I'll come and take you for a tour.
Back here with the third end. My name's Jerry Gertz of Curling Zone. It's been really great bringing you this coverage from the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard all weekend here from the KW Granite Club. This event typically held at the Oakville Curling Club. Oakville has bumped their start time back to start the year, and so we ended up needing to find a new home for this season, and the KW Granite Club was gracious to step up and take on the role. President Matt Wilkinson has done an amazing job here with the Granite Club, getting all the preparations in order, the protocols in place. Lorna in the office has been helping maintain and keep everything flowing as well. So huge thank you to Matt, his wife Amanda, and of course the entire club, the facility, the ice crew, the streaming crew who has come in and put together these amazing photos. Their rookie initiation into the curling world. Evan Seacombe, Stephen on the camera. Amazing job, guys. Looking forward to a strong finish today. We've got the women's semifinals, then the women's final coming up at 12:30 Eastern. And then at 4 o'clock Eastern, the men's final will come together at the same time as well. So 3 draws today to wrap up this great tournament. Karen Rousel with lead stones here for Team Froud. Susan coming up short on her first draw in the second end there. Opens the door. Jones blanks the end. So now Froud will give it another try with hammer here in the third. If you're watching, please share with your friends. Throw it up onto your Facebook page. Share it on Twitter, Instagram. Let your fans, your family, your friends, let them know there's curling going on. We certainly help the support. We are looking for every way we can to spread the word of these events and hoping to bring you some more curling into the future. Question from Dorothy Fung. Just curious where Dawn is this weekend with travel restrictions and everything. Dawn ended up staying home. Lisa is in the Ottawa area, so for her to come play the first weekend with the team. This is also an opportunity for Team Jones to kind of get comfortable with Lisa. They have not played together before. To have a new player come into the lineup, it takes some adjustment. So what a great opportunity here with this event here in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. Great to see so many people joining in this morning. We've got Muriel from Newfoundland, Kelly from Thunder Bay, Diana watching from sunny Alberta. We do have some rainfall here today in southern Ontario, so jealous. We got Richard from New Brunswick. Marilyn from Murray River, PEI. Diane from Manitoba. Great to see so many curling fans coming on and getting the chatter going again. Jones currently lying 3 in the rings. A little bit of a discussion here to try and decide what to do. It's almost a case of being too good right now. You don't want to throw in a stone here that is going to help Froud try and generate her 2. So any kind of a guard on that shot stone in the forefoot would leave the freeze open. You certainly don't want to put something somewhere that's going to give Froud an easier opportunity to score 2. While at the same time, you want to put added pressure on her too. Caitlin Law is with third stones for Team Jones. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, winning the gold in 2014 with this team. I guess the team is making some more changes. Jocelyn joined after that, the Olympic gold medal team with Jill Officer at second. Of course, Don Askin, Don McEwen, still part of the team. This is a 5-player team this year. Lisa Weigel was snapped up by Jones pretty much immediately after her departure from Team Holman. Team Holman making a change this season, adding Sarah Wilkes at second. And for that team, their goal was to make an improvement at second stone. And now in their position, they had 2 leads, and unfortunately they had to decide between one of them. I think for Lisa, it's a testament that she was picked up so quickly by Team Jones. They are a 5-player team this year, as I was saying. The goal is to fully integrate Lisa into the team. She is a full member of this team. They will work through rotations and lineups. And one of the things that when you look at top teams these days, there are a lot of lingering injuries and other challenges that sometimes do come up. Adding a 5th player to the team who regularly plays as part of the lineup is now somebody who can fill in emergencies if necessary. You know, we've seen in certain events where players get hurt and have to play through it. The other thing that happens in that situation is you can actually play more events without committing more time. Adding that 5th player to the team, you can play 4 more events without adding any extra weekends to your schedule. Each player gets a weekend off, and that 5th player plays in that lineup that weekend. So expanding that even beyond that, you know, you do a rotation with everybody coming around to playing 8 events or 10 events, and now you're just getting more opportunity to earn and go climb up the rankings at the same time too. So we have Noah, Jocelyn Peterman's nephew, on from Red Deer watching. Great to hear from you, Noah. And of course, Gretchen from Portland. Great to see so many around. Almost 400 people on YouTube this morning. 340, almost 400 on Facebook. Great numbers to get started here on a rainy Sunday morning in Southern Ontario. My name's Jerry Gertz of Curling Zone. I am streaming live from the Curling Zone studios in London, Ontario, picking up this feed out of the KW Granite Club. We're able to patch this all together, bringing in guest commentators, interviews, all kinds of interesting and fun content. So Froud using that red Jonestone on the back of the forefoot, trying to freeze to it, taps it back a little bit far. So Jones does have some room to pick this out without jamming in the back. Hard on the sweep here. Stuffs it in the back. Rolls just enough. Outcounted by 2 red stones. That yellow one unlikely to come back into play with the separation between those two. So, of course, we believe this is last stone here. Not always 100% certain of how many stones to come. The angles you're seeing at home is what we got, so we're doing the best we can here. The amazing technology, 3 to come. This is Susan Froud's first, as we see now in the back. So looking for the freeze on that stone. Another chance to try and weld one on there. Try and generate a late 2 in this third end. Just a comment about the sweeping rules. The rule as written is that the team controlling play has rights to sweep. So that does include behind the tee line as well. Certainly a number of different guidelines put together by Curling Canada, handed out to curling clubs, down to the associations as a sort of a suggestion book for how the sport could look under a number of different scenarios. The idea that you work with your local health unit to put together a policy for your club facility for your region to open. And this is what the process is here. So with the setup here, we are working on trying to get the second sweeper into play to help with judging and timing. That is one of the differences between the guidelines put out by Curling Canada. With the idea that the players are fully masked. The event originally with a mandate and recommendations from the health unit, we decided to go with a partial mask mandate. Players were masked outside of their throwing or sweeping. But on Saturday morning, after the announcement on Friday from the government of Ontario, we moved to a full mask mandate, so players are fully masked now throughout the game. Draw against 4 here for Susan Froud. Needs this to stop on the 4-foot. And this is going to slide right on through, it looks like. That will be a steal of 4 here in the second end. Or sorry, third end. Real unfortunate mistake there for Susan Froud, and they've got a big hole to dig out of here. We'll see what they can do here moving forward at the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. This is the women's semifinal, streaming from the KW Granite Club in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Sean Chang.
My name is Chris.
Hi, I'm Phil Hanna.
And I'm an RBC mortgage specialist.
I can meet you where you work, where you live, or halfway across town. Unia Mortgage Specialist.
You can find us anywhere, from here
To here.
and even way over here.
But what is a mortgage
Specialist.
And what does a mortgage specialist do?
What does a mortgage specialist do?
What does a mortgage specialist do?
Well, to start, we understand our communities.
Whether you live in Little Portugal
Or run and operate a store in Bloor West Village.
We want to understand you. We take the time to get to know each and every one of our clients.
because we all have unique circumstances.
And we would love to get to know yours.
So, let's meet at your closest branch.
Or maybe over a cup of coffee.
So we can understand what matters to you.
We're here to support you.
And we never,
Ever.
ever leave our clients behind.
Whether you're buying your first home
Or your fifth.
Or even when you're looking to build your dream home.
We bring our deep understanding of the real estate landscape and our communities.
Together, under the one team of RBC.
Para melhor atender você.
Because our goal is to help you achieve yours.
Our goal is to help you achieve yours.
And we'll work tirelessly to make your dream home a reality.
To make your dream home a reality.
Your goals and dreams deserve an expert. Come and see an RBC mortgage specialist today, where we won't leave a client behind.
Back here with the fourth end. Team Jones, the 6-0 lead here early. So for Team Froud, they just need to step back and say, okay, that was not so good. But at this point, all you can do is look forward, try and get 2 on the board, maybe turn that 2 into 3 and see what you can do with the 5 rock rule here. Great comebacks can be had. It just takes 1 rock at a time.
Let's hit it, Sam.
Even if you slide in, that's so good.
Lights the miss, but to it, small tap's really nice. Yep. If we could tap it like a half before, it's really good. But like I said, this light.
I like the 405.
It's fast.
Yeah, until it catches the brake and then it immediately comes off. Yeah. Okay.
Jones with the 6-0 lead here in the fourth end. Steal of 4 last end. Froud heavy on a draw against 4.
hand, Thomas. It's good. Are you good to sweep? Yeah, I just wrapped it. I like it.
For Team Froud, they did go 3-2 here this weekend. Unfortunate game here. They've just kind of come out a little bit flat in this situation. Chance to score 2 in the second end. The draw to split the rings comes up short. And then Jones just puts a ton of rocks in play in the third end. And just one of those unforced errors. Needed to hit full 4-foot for Froud and slid deep through the circles. Froud looking to draw wide around here. Comes up short. Jennifer Jones with the draw around the staggered center rocks there. Froud looking to follow down, tap that stone back a little bit. So just as an update, we're working behind the scenes here, just trying to see what we can do to try and cover the other women's semifinal. We do have the single side camera with the angle that we could probably still continue to follow the game and keep you updated there should this game end early. Just an update on the score in the other game. Holly Duncan is up 3-1 on Justin Murphy playing the fourth end. So after Froud comes up short on that draw there, Jones with the guard. And now looks like Susan is left with hard to tell if she's got a hole there that she's gonna try and draw through, or whether she's playing a tap on one of those two yellow stones. Really tough shot here. Froud facing 3. With the tap here, just not enough. So that will be 3, maybe 4 more here. Yeah, looks like 4 red. That will be a 10-0 lead. Here in the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard semifinals. Still a great weekend here for Team Froud. We are going to cut away from this game. Yeah, it looks like it is handshakes there. Game over. Team Jones wins 10-0 here at the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard semifinals. They will be back on air at 12:30 Eastern for the final coming up here from the KW Granite Club. We will be panning over to, or tilting, putting our cameras over onto sheet 2 and seeing what we can follow from the Duncan Murphy game. But first, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
No matter what speed you're comfortable with, the G50 line has a shoe for you.
That's comfortable and stylish.
When it was time to get his first pair of curling shoes, we went with Goal Line. Now it's time for the G50.
Looks great, but it grips better than anything.
Man, this is a light curling shoe.
These remind me of why I like to play the game.
This is actually the most comfortable curling shoe I have ever owned. It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells brand.
Just waiting for our crew to get set up for sheet 2 here. We've got Holly Duncan leading 3-1 over Justin Murphy, the most recent update we have. Just another word here from Stu. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells brand new listing, and we are in Liberty Village. Hey guys, I'm so excited about our new listing for the Stu Sells team. We are in our home turf, the Junction, and we are bringing this phenomenal semi to market. It's a corner lot with a huge side yard. It's got 3 bedrooms up, 1 bedroom in the basement, 2 full bathrooms, spectacular brand new hardwood floors, gorgeous kitchen, brand new 2-piece on the main floor, full finished rec room. You can have a family room, home office, above grade windows, nice and bright, separate entrance at the back. This home is awesome. We also have parking in the back. But look, we're in the Junction. The Sweet Potato is just right there. All the stores, funky shops in the Junction. And now with Cafe TO, they've all gone out in the streets with really cool patios. So you can go to Noto's patio and have Italian. You can go to the Alpines patio and get some great food. And everything's walking distance. And also, don't forget to give us a call if you want your Stu Says Slow Down sign. Stay safe and scrub your hands and support our frontline workers. So go to stusells.ca. You can see all the photos, the video, and then give me, Stu, a call and come for a personal tour.
All right, thanks a lot, everyone, for your patience. We are back here with the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. Jennifer Jones, winners of the first semifinal. That game, handshakes after 4 ends. So we're going to head over to the other women's semifinal. We've got Holly Duncan of Toronto taking on Justin Murphy of Mississauga. This game now 3-3 in the fifth end here, sorry. Duncan with the hammer, throwing the yellow stones. Justin Murphy comes into this event. Grace Holyoke at lead, Stephanie Matheson at second, Carly Howard at third. Fortunately, we'll catch up on what their lineup order is today. Justin was throwing lead stones yesterday after coming out early in a game on Friday. Still calling the game here, calling the shots. Janet Murphy slid into the lineup as Grace was away for personal reasons. but back in the lineup today, it appears. So Murphy with the 2 in the third and the fourth end. Duncan stole a point in the first. Murphy responded with a single, then 2 for Duncan, 2 back for Murphy, and that puts us here into the fifth end with an all-squared match. Murphy with the guard going up. Just wants to protect those 2 stones in the top of the rings. Team Duncan with the hit call here. Trying to get by that guard. Just rubs on it. Duncan opened with a 7-5 win over Abby Deschênes. 7-3 then over Kathy Auld, and a 6-5 win over Mackenzie Kiemel. They faced Murphy in the 4th game of the round robin. Fell 6-3. That game we caught on our streaming yesterday afternoon, so you can always go back and watch that if you're looking for it. Bounce back with an 11-4 win over Sarah Bailey last night to book their spot with a 4-1 record into the semifinals here this morning. For Team Murphy, they lost their opener, a 7-6 decision to Mackenzie Kiemel. A steal of 2 there in the last end gave the win to Kiemel. Murphy left that game early, so it's good to see her back in the lineup here this weekend. 7-3 win over Abby Deschênes, 7-5 over Sarah Bailey, 6-3 over Duncan, and then 7-6 over Kathy Auld to book her spot into the playoffs. Now, Holly Duncan is skipping a new team this year. This is the Megan Balsden team from last year. Balsden moving back down to the 3rd position with front end Rachel Strybosch, Tess Bobby. Duncan was 24-14 herself on the season, winning the Curlon Women's Cash Field to book their spot into the provincial championship, where they came 2nd place to Rachel Homan. The year before, Team Tippin, Julie Tippin, previous skip of this Duncan side, lost the provincial final as well. So essentially this team is made up of components of the last 2 runners-up from the Ontario Scotties Championship. Murphy with a 31-18 record last season. Their best finish, an appearance in the Coyote Tractor Tour Challenge Tier 2 Championship. They reached the final. Got a little bit of coverage on Sportsnet during the championship final in their loss to Korea's Minji Kim. Team also reached the final at the Part 2 Bistro Ladies Classic. That played at the Wingham Curling Club in Wingham, Ontario. A great late season event for the women that Katie Cottrell and Sean Cottrell have put together. semifinals appearance in the KW Fall Classic, as well as 2 other quarterfinals finishes. So now single corner guard in play. Megan Ballston throwing the draw around that corner. So just looking for an update, anybody tuning in late, we've got, this is the second game here from the women's semifinals. Jennifer Jones, 10-0 winners over Susan Froud in 4 ends. So we're using the one camera that we've got a view over on sheet 2 here. We apologize for the angle here, but I know there were so many people asking for us to be able to continue watching. And I certainly know when we cut away to key games on the big networks what we hear too. So we're going to try and bring you the best coverage we can here. This is Team Justin Murphy taking on Holly Duncan. Duncan with that stone buried around the corner guard. Megan Ballston with that draw around the corner. Checking that shot out. Looks close for whose shot, but I think they've settled on the fact that they are still shot stone with this call here to draw to the open side. So Duncan with the hammer back here in the 5th end. Taking a little bit less ice there. That draw stops right on the tee line. Just into the 12-foot. Just for anybody wondering where Jennifer Jones is, they won 10-0 already this morning. They're off the ice, up into the lounge. Heading into the final, and we'll be back with their game at 12:30 Eastern. They will play the winner of this game here, Holly Duncan and Justin Murphy. Duncan with the hammer here in the 5th end. Carly Howard throwing last stones here for the Murphy team. Looking for the hit here, and ooh, that's going to hurt. So now here, last rock of the 5th end. Holly Duncan now has the chance to draw to put 3 more points on the board, take a 6-3 lead into the 6th end. She pulls this right into the 4-foot. That's 3 points for Team Duncan here. They will take that 6-3 lead here. Justin Murphy will come back with the hammer for the 6th end when we return here at the KW Granite Club. This is the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells team's brand new listing. And I am so pumped to bring 113th Street to market. This is a super cool house. We are in New Toronto. The lake is right there. The bike path is right there. Do you know what? I've always said in real estate, this area of Lakeshore, New Toronto is going to be the next beaches of Toronto. You can see the development. And voila, we have this great raised bungalow. The ceilings in the basement are 8 feet tall, and you have a 1-bedroom apartment in the basement for extra income. And you know what? My client has done all the hard work. She's taken out the wall. She's put in the structural support beam. So everything's there to put a 2nd story on, or you know what? Just come to this beautiful country-like setting backyard and just chill. The home has a lot of upgrades. Like I said, it has the beam. It's an open concept, and you know what? The crazy thing about this bungalow is it actually has a front hall closet, which most bungalows don't. So look, go to stusells.ca. You can see all the pictures and videos of this amazing backyard. You can take a tour of the area and call me Stu and come have a showing.
Back here with the 6th end. The Wizards on the camera here. Finding a nice angle of the away end. Guard out front. Carly Howard calling the shots for lead stones. Justin Murphy throwing the first 2 for Team Murphy this weekend. So 1 stone, top of the 4-foot here that you can see. A center guard out front. 2 corner guards up. And now Duncan continuing to attack up 3 without the hammer here, throwing a second center guard here. This is one of the major differences you're going to continue to see more and more out of in the 5-rock rule. Team up 3 in this situation is still continuing to throw guards and multiple guards. So now the attempted run back on the front by Team Murphy, and they go jam, jam, jam on the whole center stretch. This is a real mess now for Team Murphy. Duncan asking second, Rachel Strybosch. Throw up another guard, maybe throw another draw around the pile there. A mess of stones out front with that single rock in the rings. Good view here to try and catch all the angles, but Murphy is going to have to move some granite out front to be able to access that stone in the middle. So calling for a peel here on the front. Again, just gets 1 stone, kicks the other one a little bit into that middle area there. Just bear with us here a little bit. We're not 100% perfect on angles. Our camera crew is giving us the best shots they can give us here. Jennifer Jones, 10-0 winners in our feature game. Took them 4 ends to play that out today. Team Froud just struggle from the second end, and then a missed draw in the third for a steal of 4 that just sort of blew that game open. Megan Balsden being asked to just throw another draw. Call was indicated top 12. Probably want to try and bury half to a quarter of a stone and just sort of block off the draw path here for Murphy. It looks like a very nicely thrown stone. Comes up just short of the rings, but really the goal here is just to block that path. These two skips have played 7 times against each other. Duncan holding a 5-2 advantage, though it was Murphy that won 6-3 in the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard here earlier this weekend. Last season, the teams played 4 games, with Duncan winning 3. Murphy with a play on the front, but they really need to move more than 1 or 2 stones out of the way. There's a whole mess of guards out front. The Duncan stone in the top of the 8-foot. Into third stones here. Megan Balsden with her second shot here in the 6th end. This is the women's semifinals of the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. Duncan still just protecting this front. It's the stone just over the center line. Now for Murphy, there's the real challenge here that it's getting late in the end. Only 3 rocks to come for Team Murphy. This is Stephanie Matheson with her final of 2 stones. Now with that broom out way in the 12-foot, Murphy's going to give up on trying to clearing out the front. And instead is going to try and make the draw herself. Stephanie Matheson with the delivery. Draws that right around to the side of the 4-foot. Looks like with the indication there, Duncan can roll to the inside. So going to play the hit here. This is the second women's semifinal. Jennifer Jones was 10-0 winners in our feature game that ended after 4 ends. We have picked up this game, the other semifinal. Winner here will face Jones at 12:30 on the broadcast for the championship final. Holly Duncan, her Woodstock-based team. Holly herself out of Toronto. And the Murphy team based out of Mississauga. The Duncan team is actually the skipped by Megan Balzen last year. She now throwing 3rd stones, adding Holly Duncan to the lineup. And Duncan there, her first of 2 skip stones here in the 6th end. This is not the 6th end. Oh, sorry, pardon me. This is the 6th end. We are heading to the away end right now, and the reason is for that is we alternated the direction of throwing on sheets 2 and 5 here in the building. Again, another idea suggested during the event as a way to spread people out throughout the building in the footprint here. So this is the home end for Team Murphy and Team Duncan here. Carly Howard with a nice draw there underneath. Question is there must be some sort of a port out front through that middle. And just unfortunate for Murphy to have the last shot there, just roll out into that open space. Really nice weight out of Carly Howard. Just trying to figure out how to hide a stone in here and try and get 2 points here in the sixth end. Through the port, wiggles through, catches the shot, and lies side of the 4-foot, now lying 3. And this appears to be last shot to come here of the sixth end. And that's just going to come up short. That will be a steal of 3. Puts Duncan up 9-3 here with the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. Anyways, we'll check back after these quick messages.
When I sweep with the Gold Line Fiber Light, I feel like I'm sweeping on TV.
That's light.
More surface area, better results.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. You need to sweep for weight?
You need to sweep with this.
Now, every time I curl, people ask me, what are you sweeping with?
What are you sweeping with?
What are you sweeping with?
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
I thought you were coming down because you had a brilliant idea. Oh, no.
October is First Responders Month at Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation of Canada's largest annual fundraiser. The need to support Ontario first responders has never been greater. When visiting a Firehouse Subs location, you can round up your order to the next dollar, buy one of our famous pickle buckets for only $3, or give a donation to help our local first responders. All funds raised during First Responders Month will help provide life-saving equipment and resources to first responders in our communities. There are now 40 Firehouse Sub locations in Ontario. Visit firehousesubs.ca to find the one nearest you. Special thank you to Patrick Morris of Firehouse Subs for his continued support of the Stu Sells series.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells team's brand new listing. And I am so pumped to bring 113th Street to market. This is a super cool house. We are in New Toronto. The lake is right there. The bike path is right there. Do you know what? I've always said in real estate, this area of Lakeshore, New Toronto, is going to be the next beaches of Toronto. You can see the development. And voila, we have this great raised bungalow. The ceilings in the basement are 8 feet tall, and you have a 1-bedroom apartment in the basement for extra income. And you know what? My client has done all the hard work. She's taken out the wall. She's put in the structural support beam. So everything's there to put a second story on, or you know what? Just come to this beautiful country-like setting backyard and just chill. The home has a lot of upgrades. Like I said, it has the beam. It's an open concept. And you know what? The crazy thing about this bungalow is it actually has a front hall closet, which most bungalows don't. So look, go to stusells.ca. You can see all the pictures and videos of this amazing backyard. You can take a tour of the area and call me Stu and come have a showing.
Thanks again for everyone for tuning in. 9-3 win for Holly Duncan over Justin Murphy. Duncan will advance to the 12:30 p.m. Eastern Championship Final here at the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard. We'll have that game on the live stream, so be sure to tune in. Until then, everyone, take care.